Imagine checking into a hotel, only to never check out. Picture waking up in the dead of night, only to find a stranger lurking in the shadows of your own home. Envision the unthinkable predator moving unnoticed through entire countries, leaving behind a trail of horror. These are not just nightmares. They are real stories of real monsters. The darkness of the human psyche has long fascinated and terrified us. While some serial killers become infamous, their names etched into the annals of history, others remain in the shadows just as deadly, but less known. Today, we delve into the stories of 3 such killers, whose gruesome acts continue to haunt our collective memory. Herman Webster Mudgett, better known as H.H. Holmes, was a man of many faces. In the late 19th century, he presented himself as a successful businessman and a charismatic doctor. But behind the walls of his Chicago hotel dubbed the Murder Castle Holmes was a predator. The building was a labyrinthine nightmare, designed with secret passages, soundproof rooms, and gas chambers. Young women, lured by the promise of employment, stepped inside and never walked out. Holmes's atrocities went unnoticed for years, hidden behind the facade of hospitality. When he was finally caught in 1894, the world was horrified to learn of the dozens, possibly hundreds of victims who had perished at his hands. Executed in 1896, Holmes left behind a legacy of dread, his name synonymous with deception and horror. Nearly a century later, a new monster emerged who thrived in the cover of night. Richard Ramirez, the self-proclaimed Night Stalker, terrorized California in the mid-1980s. Unlike other serial killers who followed specific patterns, Ramirez had no such boundaries. He broke into homes indiscriminately, killing, assaulting, and leaving behind satanic messages as taunts to the authorities. His victims ranged from the elderly to young children, and his reign of terror sent waves of fear throughout Los Angeles and San Francisco. When he was finally caught in 1985, it was the public recognizing him from a recently released mugshot who took him down. During his trial, he displayed no remorse, instead reveling in his infamy, famously declaring, "Hail Satan." He was sentenced to death, yet lived out his days in prison until his death in 2013. His crimes remain among the most disturbing in American history, a reminder of how terror can lurk in the most unexpected places. But evil is not confined to one continent. South America bore witness to a killer whose depravity defied comprehension. Pedro Alonso Lopez, infamously known as the Monster of the Andes, preyed on the most innocent of victims' young girls. Born in Colombia in 1948, Lopez was shaped by a childhood of violence and neglect. By the 1970s, he had become a silent predator, moving through Ecuador, Colombia, and Peru, abducting and murdering with horrifying efficiency. When he was finally apprehended in 1980, he confessed to the slaughter of more than 300 children. Shockingly, due to Ecuador's lenient sentencing laws, Lopez was released from prison in 1994. Briefly rearrested in Colombia in 2002, he mysteriously vanished thereafter. To this day, his whereabouts are unknown, an unsettling reminder that some monsters are never truly caught. From the eerie corridors of the Murder Castle to the blood-stained homes of California and the forgotten graves of the Andes, these killers represent the depths of human depravity. Their stories serve as grim cautionary tales, reminders that evil often hides in plain sight. Though they are gone, their legacy lingers, leaving behind a chilling truth. Sometimes, the most terrifying monsters walk among us, unseen until it's too late.